It's T-Rich Thursday, dog. I got to ask you. Alabama's getting better, it looks like. They held Ole Miss down. Ole Miss goes and scores 59 on LSU. Kirby Smart came out. Georgia said every SEC team should be ranked this year. I think the Pac-12 top to bottom the best conference this year. Historically, I don't know if we can say that historically the SEC is great. You know, we know the SEC has been great for the last damn 20 years. But shit changes this year, in my opinion. This year, whether it's NIL, transfer portal, whatever, I think the Pac-12 is the best top to bottom. You think the SEC should have every team ranked just because of what Kirby's saying? Is it a historical thing? Is it ego? Or do you really think that's the best conference right now?
Like I said last week, man, I think the Pac-12 is the most exciting league to look at right now, right? And I feel like, you know, over the years, for real, they always put up, you know, numerous of points. For the SEC, I think, you know, the last few years, they really just kind of, you know, got to that point to where they just putting up buku points. But I definitely don't think that, you know, the SEC right now is when you're talking about points, they're the best league when you're talking about points. But when those teams come play the SEC, it'd be a different look, man. And it's almost like it's not fair when those teams come and play them guys from the SEC.
I agree. I just said it. I said on a neutral field, I still don't know if Oregon, Washington, SC, any of those guys would beat Georgia or Bama on a neutral field, even though they're good as hell this year. I still don't know if they could beat one of those teams like on a neutral field. I still think Georgia.
I know back when I was playing, I know when I was back playing, bro, we used to look at teams, and because they used to be small guys, and you know those guys used to be, you know, quick guys, but it was just like, bro, they're not gonna do that on this. Dang, Dante Hightower, he corrected me, bro, when we was at the rookie symposium, and they was asking, you know, and I was trying to be generous. They was asking, you know, what will be the score we was to play against. I don't know, was it Brandon Wheaton them or RG3? And I was pretty cool with those guys. I was like maybe, you know, 30 something to 10 or 12 or something like that. And Dante jumped on my ass. It was just like, bro, they ain't scoring nothing on our defense. You know what I mean? Like it's just a different mindset that they have down there, man. Like, especially, I know coming from the group that I played with, man, and the guys that, you know, I went to the league with, especially those guys from LSU, man, you got to think about it. That year, the game of the century or the millennium, every one of those guys on offense and defense made it to the NFL.
No doubt.
But like JB said, man, we kind of feel like, has times changed though? Like, cause we know during your time, SEC was dominated. Like, it was no questions asked, you know. But when we look at it today, I feel like they're still top heavy. Don't get me wrong, with A&M and Bama and, you know, Georgia. But when you look at the actual depth of the entire conference, you know, the Vandies, some of those bottom tier teams, it's like, top to bottom, I think there is an argument that the Pac-12 could be a better all-around conference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure if we went back and forth and ranked all like the best team between the two conferences, it might start off with like, you know, Georgia, Bama, A&M. All right, boom. But then you're gonna go, you know, Oregon, Washington State, SC, and it's gonna be like damn near just Pac-12, 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 Pac-12 before you return back to an SEC team. You know what I'm saying?
I get that point, but to me, it's almost like, you know, until somebody else come in and win, or you have two top teams from a different conference that's in a, you know, playoffs or in a championship game, I can't put nobody up there other than the SEC, man. I know top to bottom. I know bottom wise, the SEC get real bad to me. I'm not, you know, trying to talk about those teams, but I feel like some of those teams shouldn't be in that conference, right? And I'm not trying to call no teams out, but, you know, we're gonna, you know, call it like a spade, bro. Like, if you got a conference that's, you know, supposed to be top to bottom, supposed to be good, then I mean, it's some of them teams, and I think some of them teams, I don't know if they will get out the conference, but I think with them bringing in Oklahoma and Texas, you know, guys like that, man, I think SEC is gonna be real crazy next year, man. Like, and then, you know, some of them guys, I mean, I would like to see a Clemson in the SEC, you know, see what or Florida State to see what they'll hold up on.
I agree. I'm kind of the same way.